In the contiguous U.S., where are the areas of IFR with ceilings less than 1,000, visibility less than 3 miles located? This may be incorrectly listed on your sheet as less than 300 ceiling and visibility of 3 miles. Okay, we should be less than 1,000-foot ceilings, visibility less than 3 miles. Okay, well, what chart tells us these conditions? These are IFR conditions. Look at question 11. These are marginal VFR. Number 12 are VFR conditions. For question 10 through 12, one chart will answer this question. We're going to go up to our data center again, go to the Aviation Weather Center, the other tab you have open, and I want you to click on Standard Briefing on the left side of the page here. Under Standard Briefing, we want to look at the weather depiction chart. Now you can look at a GIF of this image, and that's fine. For our purposes, I'm actually going to refer to this because it's a little smaller, but I want to show you that you'd probably prefer the PDF. Okay, when you get into this, to be able to zoom in and actually see what's going on, it's going to be a little easier. Now this confirms that most of our areas are greater visibility, so somehow we have to think of how we're going to describe this. So let's go back. For our purposes, we'll look at the GIF. Okay, well, where are the areas that are, first of all, most of the country is in VFR conditions, so we save that for last. Well, where's the marginal VFR area? Anything inside this first solid line here is marginal VFR. Okay, well, that's most of the northeastern part of the country. Okay, so where I'm going to put from about the Illinois, Kentucky area eastward. Okay, we're looking at marginal, and so I need to go to question 11. And basically extending okay, well, I'm spelling real well this afternoon. Alright, now looking at the areas of IFR, this is a little more concentrated. I want you to basically think, okay, I need to describe this without, you know, having an aneurysm here. So what can I do here? Well, the Great Lakes area, we've got all this moisture that's helping produce this area of IFR. So eastern side of the Great Lakes into western New York. We've also got a portion, you know, there's an occasional eastern Kentucky, eastern Tennessee, so we'll also put also associated with Appalachians. Okay, I mean, this, again, it's a challenge because this is good for you to look at it. You can see the associated conditions behind the front and ahead of the front. But it's hard to describe it, and this is one of the challenges students always bring up. On this chart, we can see the ceilings are much lower, even though the visibilities are halfway decent. Most of this area of either marginal or IFR weather is coming from low ceilings. So even though on the METAR you had great visibility, you could be dealing with instrument conditions because of low ceilings. And so when we look at weather, we have to look at various charts. You cannot just depend on one chart to get all the information. Now, as we start to piece this together, you're saying, okay, if I was a pilot and I was going to fly this day as a private pilot, we're going to be possibly forcing ourselves into a condition of scud running underneath the bases of these. You know, 2,300 feet here, 1,600, 600, 23, 1,200. These are not good conditions, particularly in this area. We have the Appalachian Mountains running. So some of the things you want to be paying attention to. Well, this last question is fairly easy. VFR with ceilings above 3,000 feet, visibility greater than 5 miles, basically every other part of the country, okay? And I'm fine if you say that. If it's that simple, just saying everything else, that's fine. I can see that you're paying attention here. Okay. So we've now answered a third of this and taken about 25 minutes to do it between the second and third video session that we've done here. Okay, look for some of these questions. They're grouped together for you to answer off of one chart, so it should make it easier.